Hello, I'm Rob Lee. I'm a classically trained producer and I'm here to help you make engaging music. So I thought today we would take a little bit of inspiration from an exercise that we previously did where we created a chord progression randomly essentially and see if we can use a chord progression to actually figure out how we might create melodic content or add melodic content to an existing chord progression. And to do this, I thought it'd be really useful to take a look again at the Ableton Learning Playground. So if you're not too familiar with music theory, you don't know your scales, don't worry. You can make use of this website that I've put a link down below. So you can make use of this. Now you can see here I've got dialed in the scale, the key of A minor. In actual fact, we're using the A minor natural scale. And if I add third and a fifth on top of each step, that perfectly, with all the notes belonging to the scale of A minor, then I can create all the triads that belong to the A minor family. So from that point, I can just select which step of the scale I want to build a triad on. So let's take a look in our DAW. So I'm doing this in Logic, but you could do this in any DAW that you want. I'm going to create a 4-bar MIDI object because we're going to do this over 4 bars. Now I've chosen I'm going to choose a tempo. Let's take the tempo down. I'm going to choose a tempo of 100 BPM. So it's going to be slower than I normally work at, but let's just do it anyway. And we're in the key of A minor. And let's just randomly select chord 1. Now chord 1 is built on the first step of the A minor scale. And in the A minor, in chord 1, we have the notes A, C, and E. So let's put that in. A, C, and E. Now, so how many chords in a bar shall I have? Let's do 2. And I'm going to put a bass note a root note in the bass just to emphasize that. Cool. Okay, so another number. Let's choose number 3. So 1, 2, 3. That's a C, and the chords, the notes that belong to chord 3 are C, E, and G. That's a C major triad. C, E, G. Okay. And then what shall I do after this? Randomly, let's go chord 6. And chord 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is F, A, C. That's F major. There we go. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see. F, A, C. Then what should we use? Chord 5, which is going to be E, E, G, and B. That's going to be E minor. E, G, B. And, perhaps we'll just repeat this. But, before we do, maybe we can mess around with the rhythm a little bit. Let's do that. So we got this. Let's put the metronome on, it's easier to get the idea of the rhythm then. Okay, let's repeat that for our 4 bars. There we go. So let's just concern ourselves for a second with the top notes of each chord. Let's just mute off everything that's not the top note. And previously I showed how you might make a smooth movement between chords using right hand inversions. But this time we're actually going to use the distance in the top notes to create melody. So I'm just going to kind of randomly just fill in the gaps between the notes, only using notes in the A minor scale. Now I just happen to know that there's an E here and a G here, and an F natural in between will work totally fine. And then between this G and this C we've got an A and a B. So let's do a little quick movement. And that's quite simple, isn't it? Because this moves really simply. It's just one step down. But yeah, maybe something like that. Notice how I'm not really going below the next note down in the chord. You see? I'm not really doing that. Okay, so let's go again. Let's change this second one. So the rhythm is different. And maybe add a little bit of variation there. So we've got this. And then if we just unmute our chords, we've got a melody that's coherent and that's perfectly harmonized. Let's have a listen. Dead simple. Well, I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you can enjoy making chord progressions randomly and perhaps using those chord progressions to create new engaging melody. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.